God knows that you're trying to improve yourself and nothing happens. God knows when you're trying to change your life and nothing happens. God knows when you're trying something new and when you're on the verge of giving up. God is always there. But the truth is that growth happens in repetition. Growth happens in showing up day by day, even when you don't feel like it. And especially when you don't feel like it. Even when you're tired, even when you're in a rough season, even if no one believes in you but you. Repetition and consistency will teach you far more lessons than just education will. That is when you discover yourself. That is when you see what you're truly made of. You're saying that because you're busy. You're saying that because you have so many things to tend to in your life that you can't seek God. But what I'm saying is that you should look at God as not the flame but the fuel of your life. He is the one that powers your life. He is the battery. So instead of looking at him as a chore and an output or as a client to attend to, look at him as the one who is actually helping you, and he's the consultant of your life. He's the one you turn to when you're in most dire times of need. Using the context of the fuel analogy that I just gave, he gives strength to the weary and powers the weak. Even youths grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fall. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They shall run and not grow weary. They shall walk and not be faint. The whole point of that is to say that we stumble and we fall, but God is the fuel. God is the one that powers us to get up and continue walking again. So instead of stumbling and falling and saying, oh, because I failed, I can't turn to God. Instead say, I failed, I sinned, I messed up, therefore I should turn to God. Because through him we are renewed in strength. As he said, do not fear, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. So we might be afraid, we might be helpless, but with God, he will uphold, he will uplift, he will anoint us. So stop looking at God as the client. Stop looking at God as the chore that you have to tend to just because you want to. But instead look at him as the teacher, as the actual way of life. The person who you seek when you need him the most, when you need help the most. If there is one thing you remember from this, it is that nothing good comes easy, and nothing easy comes good. There's a reason why not everyone is fit, not everyone has a six-pack. It's because it's not easy to get, and that's what makes it so valuable. That it's hard. That you have to show up in the gym day in and day out, even when you don't feel like it, even when it sucks, even when you just got home from school or work. And another analogy is that in school it's hard to get good grades, and not everyone gets good grades because you have to stay up late at night and study when no one else is. You have to show up when no one else is, when it's just you and God. That's when it truly matters. So at these alone and quiet times, God is the fuel of your life. So my prayer for you today is to let God be the fuel. Let God be the battery of your life. Let God be the one who actually powers you to go day in and day out and keep on working. So that is my prayer for you today. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.